How likely is it a music student will get a job straight after music college? And that is from Stufug3 Tup.
Good name, strong name. Okay, so we need to be realistic. Having seen this many times and the frustrations of people going through music college, where did you study music?
Huddersfield, actually.
Huddersfield. So having seen this, you would have seen this as well. The amount of people who join your music year, let alone every music college in the entire country, hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of musicians in this country, let alone all around the world, are joining a music course, and whilst they join, another bunch of people drop off. There just aren't a lot of jobs, and it is supply and demand. You know, we've got 30 bands that we manage in this building. Out of those 30, you know, it's not like there's room for 3,000. You know,
no.
If we put another 50 in place, it's not like they're all just going to keep getting work and you just keep expanding. There is a kind of finite amount of work to a certain degree, and then it just becomes standards getting higher and higher all of the time. So I actually, weirdly enough, I don't know about you, but I find that massively inspirational, because the fact that it's a fight, it's competitive, that I can look around and I can say, right, we're not all going to get jobs, so therefore I need to take control of my situation, and what I can do to make myself more employable is important. Because every time I do a talk, I've got a talk tomorrow in London at a college, and when I'll be talking to first years, second years and third years, and I'm like, when I talk to the third years, I'm like, it's gone quick, hasn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
And they're like,
I remember
so
the days.
fast.
Yeah, that final year flew by.
Yeah, and then I talk to the first years, and it just started. They're just like, no, we've got all the time in the world. And if you don't start whilst you're at college, it's very difficult to start after college, because life catches up.
So I did, one of the reasons I chose my degree was it was a sandwich course. So the third year was a gap year, but a placement year in industry and paid work as well.
Right.
And it was sort of a hybrid between a music and a tech degree that I did.
What was your placement?
The Lead Mill in Sheffield. I was there for a year.
Love that place.
It's a fantastic venue, and I got work after I'd finished studying as well. And that was then what enabled me to do more teaching rather than having to get a job to, a day job to pay the bills or anything. Doing shifts at the Lead Mill and then some teaching part-time. Then got a commercial band, as you call it, after that. And that was when I actually saw it as, this multiple streams idea rather than I'm going to get a job, which is a very self-employed kind of mentality. And it's something that I was very comfortable with. Not everyone is, but I really took to that. And then it was a case of seeing which one of these is going to take off, which horse should I back more. Yeah. And I ended up backing the commercial band and then teaching, and then YouTube sort of built from me taking the teaching more and more seriously.
And one thing I find is there's so many people out there who are not utilising the great things that there are today. Even the people that are there. I'm surprised that the amount of questions I get on a daily basis is a lot, but in comparison to the amount of people out there who are watching the stuff that I do, I'm just surprised that more questions don't come through. More people going, how do I do that bit to get to this level? And I think people take it on themselves, and now is the time to have a mentor, to have people to be able to bounce off.
Well, this is it. It's kind of modern education, because I think historically education's been quite passive, and we listen to lecturers and we're not asking questions, or we're not finding our own path. Whereas now, especially in the creative industries, it's all about what are you going to do with this information. You have to apply it straight away. That would be my advice.
Absolutely. So
start as early as possible. Start working in the industry or building something part-time while you're studying.
So what we're actually saying here is the chances of someone just coming straight out of music college and jumping straight into a job, terribly low.
Yes.
But the chances of someone actually saying, I'm going to make something happen over a period of time, which when you do a music course might be up to 3 years, so that when you finish, you have the momentum to be able to do something
100%.
much, much higher.
100%.
So that's the way to take control of what it is that you're doing.
Definitely. No, I totally agree.
Sweet.